Stop your shenanigans, please. Hey wealth builders, and welcome back to another episode of The Bemuser. We are making sense of all things money for young adults just like us. So if you're into that kind of thing, hope you just go and hit that big red subscribe button and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell icon so that you never miss when we post new videos. So today we are talking about tax refunds. Tax season has officially ended for the most part, and so everybody's starting to, get those tax refunds in. According to Yahoo Finance, the average tax refund in America is about $3,000 or so. So that is a significant chunk of change. And so now in today's video, we're talking about what you should do. 3 smart things that you can do with your tax refund this year.
So the first smart thing that you can do with your tax refund is probably the most obvious that you heard us talk about before, which is save it. Save it, save it, save it, save it, save it. Because you never know what might happen in the future. I know that that's what I did with my tax refund, is I got it and it went from checking account directly to savings account. And the reason for that is, one, we're both working towards some savings goals that are coming up in the near future, that we just wanted to make sure that we jump-started those reserves for that particular spend. I think savings is the number one thing.
Yeah, and similar to Mishak, I also saved 100% of my tax refund this year. Actually, in fact, I had it direct deposited into my savings account. So there was no way for it to get lost in transition. My state refund and my federal refund went right into my savings account. So I didn't even, see it. It's there, it's gone. Don't even have to worry about it. Saving your tax refund could be a really great idea for those of you who either, don't even have an emergency fund established yet. That could be a really great way to jumpstart that, so that you're prepared in the event that something happens, where you're without income for a little while. It can also be a good idea if you're saving toward a particular goal, like Mishak and I are. That way you can also jumpstart your sinking funds, as some people like to call them, toward that particular goal. And if you don't feel like you have anything particular that you want to save for, you already have your emergency fund down, you don't necessarily have any big goals coming up that you want to start saving for, there are other smart ways to use that money outside of just saving, because you also want to save for a purpose. You don't want to just save for saving's sake. So the second smart thing you can do with your money is invest it.
And the reason why you might want to invest your tax refund is because basically, like we mentioned in a previous video before, which we're going to link somewhere in the card, somewhere around here, I'll put it in the description box below, is the government has actually been saving that money for you throughout the entire year, but they have not been giving you any sort of return on those funds that they have been holding on so tightly for the past 12 months. So you're kind of behind in a sense, so you want to try and invest and hope that that money that you're investing is going to yield some sort of return for you where it's a win-win for you.
And if you're not sure where to invest that money, you have different options. If you haven't started saving for retirement, or if you would like to save more for retirement, that is a good chunk of change, especially if you're investing in something like a IRA, where the maximum contribution this year is $6,000 for folks like us. That you can definitely go and just put your tax refund into your IRA if that's what you're using to save. And if you're all set on retirement, you can also just open, a standard brokerage account where you're able to put that money in there and also invest for your future. In the poll that we put out a few weeks ago, a lot of you guys are saying that you want to see more videos on investing, and those are definitely coming. It's in the works. We're gonna have a nice investing series put together for you guys. So we're hearing you, we're watching, and we're gonna respond to that. So we'll have definitely more discussions on how to invest your money in the future. The third smart way you can use your tax refund is to use it to pay down debt. Now I know there's a lot of people, especially people our age, who have debt, whether that's student loans or credit card debt or some other kind of debt, medical bills, etc. And using your tax refund can be a really great way to jumpstart paying down that debt and combating that compound interest that keeps accruing every single day. This can be especially impactful if you have really high interest rate debt. That could really be the difference between, you paying off your credit card debt, for example. And that can really put a good marker in your financial journey and set you up for success later on. So those are 3 smart ways that you can use your tax refund this year. If you notice, the common theme is really just don't spend it. There's a lot of other things you can do with that money to help you in your path to building wealth and attaining financial freedom.
So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss when we post new content. Thanks for watching. Bye.
So if you're into that, I hope that by the end of the video you choose to come join the squad by hitting that big red subscribe button and boy